Hey guys, this is Hunter Abrams with Providence Consulting and Design. In today's video, we're going to go over the viewing permissions that you as a regional or a corporate viewer have. If you don't have a TELS account, please reach out to me. We can set up a TELS account for you where you can view all of the buildings that you're over. That way you can see your region or your company from a holistic view where you don't have to necessarily get too deep into the weeds. So to get started, we're going to go to TELS.net. You're going to log in using your username and password over here to the right, and then click sign in. This is going to pull up your dashboard for your entire company or whoever you're viewing. If you're a regional, it'll by default pull up your region's dashboard. So as you can see over here on the operator hierarchy, if you're over multiple regions, it's going to show them here. So you can click them to expand them and see the different sub-regions in your regions. So we're going to drill into the Midwest here. And we're going to view buildings in Ohio. So as you can see, this pulls up 4 buildings, for example. When we're clicking this Ohio right here, this dashboard gives us a summary of our buildings in the Midwest region, in the sub-region of Ohio, and it encompasses Atrium, Bayview, Cottage Homes, and Highland Ridge. What we see over here to the right is we can see site visits, how many of those work orders are completed. We can see UTOs, we can see work orders, and then tasks overdue. As you can see, this region here is in pretty good shape. All 4 of these buildings are doing really good. We can also see that their facility activity history is at 100% mobile usage, with all of them even signing in today. We can click into that to see which users have signed in and at what medium they're using to sign in, whether it be their desktop computer or a mobile app, whether it be a tablet or a phone. When we click into that, we can see their names, when they logged in, and their days active in this system, and their role. So as we can see, the maintenance supervisor's name is Steve Kroll. He was logged in today. We can then even see his login history. This is getting really deep into the weeds, but as we dive into these things, I want to remind you that as a client of PC&D, we are auditing your TELS account every Monday morning. We're going through, we're compiling a list of your overdue tasks, when applicable, a list of your overdue work orders that have been outstanding for more than 30 days. We're then communicating that data to your executive director, your administrator, your RDO, and your maintenance director, whoever's applicable in each of these situations. So we're going to go back to our dashboard here for Ohio. We can then click into tasks overdue. We can see that Cottage Homes Healthcare here has red, which signifies overdue tasks. What you can also do is filter by task status. You can see which tasks are overdue. This pulls up Cottage Homes Healthcare 3 overdue tasks. We can see that on March 1st, they were supposed to clean their smoke detectors. On the 11th, they were supposed to test their battery-operated smoke detectors. As you can see, it's going to break it out. Some of your facilities may have a lot of overdue tasks. At PC&D, we are attempting to partner with your maintenance directors to whittle this down to a more accurate number. Unfortunately, what we see quite often is that these sites were not set up great initially, and that a maintenance director, in their integrity, they are refusing to mark tasks complete that they didn't do. The problem then is that if they're not marking them complete because they didn't do them, the question is, are they required to complete that task? We were working with a building recently in Indiana, and they had 40 some odd overdue tasks, all dating back 3 and 4 years. Called the maintenance director after we signed, and we said, "Hey, Rob, what's the problem here? Why do you have all these overdue tasks?" Rob then let us know that all those overdue tasks don't even remotely apply to his facility, and that it's telling him to clean his sewage treatment plant, but he's in an urban setting and doesn't have a sewage treatment plant. So we as PC&D are going to work with your facilities to greater customize your TELS site. If there's a few problematic tasks, then we will set up a Zoom call, we'll go through, and we will update your required tasks on an as-needed basis. If we find that your site is just incredibly off base, it's just not accurate, then what we're going to do then is re-roll out your site. We're going to work with the Direct Supply TELS engineering team. They're going to be able to save your work history reports. They're going to save your active work orders, but they're going to completely reset your task parameters, guidelines, and requirements. So that will lead to a more customized site It will then lead to a greater completion, and it also allows the maintenance director or environmental services director then to trust in the system more, because now they know that this is applicable to my facility, and they're going to pour a lot more time into it as they go. So we're going to back out here again and go over one more really key item that I always like to touch on, and that is the task document upload activity. 96 is really high. That's where we want everyone to be. But right now, unfortunately, we're seeing where inspectors or AHJs, authorities having jurisdiction, they don't necessarily accept TELS as a place for your document storage. So your specific inspector or AHJ might require that you still keep a paper binder. I'm speaking to my regionals and my corporate team members here, so I'm not afraid to say this. The problem with a paper binder is that paper binders can walk off. If you have a disgruntled employee who is let go for a reason they don't feel is just, that binder might leave with them, which is a scary place to be, because then all of your regulatory requirements, your logs, your fire drills, everything can be lost. So we're not at a place yet where we can fully with confidence say that your AHJ and your inspector is going to accept TELS. But it's also not a great place to be that everything is stored in paper. So in this weird in-between of paper versus technology, we unfortunately have to enforce a redundancy. We need your team members keeping a paper copy on site. We also would like to require for your team members to upload all documents into TELS. This is very simple. That's another video that I can send to you if you need it. But my tagline is that if you can scroll through Facebook and post a picture of your dinner on your phone, you can also upload your documents to a task or your logs when needed. The excuse isn't the usability of the tech. The excuse is the willingness or the standards set by the local community. We want to partner with you to make sure that that's understood and that we can truly achieve this together. Because with TELS, like any other software, if you put garbage into it, you're only going to get garbage out of it. So, if you have any questions, reach out to us. My email will be at the end of this video, and we want to work with you. We want to help your local staff succeed, and we want to help you succeed as a regional in keeping in compliance and providing great, safe environments for our seniors. Have a great day.